Hello everybody, Sean here, and we're taking a look at the Abyss Watchers boss fight in Dark Souls 3. Certainly a strange boss fight, as it just appears to be against a bunch of common enemies, but that is not quite the case. However, when you enter, you'll see this lone Abyss Watcher, and you can start beating him up as you see fit. Most of his attacks are just standard sword swipes. He does have the odd lunge and charge attack, which you do need to be mindful of, but generally speaking, there's a good example right there. But generally speaking, it's just a lot of common sword swings, thrusts, stabs, stuff of that nature. Now, what will make Phase 1 of this fight a little interesting is that throughout the fight, other Abyss Watchers will raise from the dead and join the fight. However, as the initial cutscene for this battle indicated, the Abyss Watchers aren't very friendly with each other, let alone yourself. So they will actually fight each other if they happen to get near one another. You can use this to your advantage. You can walk up while they are fighting to get some free hits in. If you're a mage character, it's an excellent opportunity to just start throwing spells. Now remember, only one of the Abyss Watchers' health counts towards the actual boss meter at the bottom of the screen. All the other ones are just considered common enemies, so don't waste your time fighting them unless you absolutely have to. Don't waste spells on them unless you absolutely have to. Try to keep track of which Abyss Watcher is the leader one, the one who is actually the boss of this fight, and eliminate him as quick as possible. And you can see here what I'm trying to do is back away from them as much as I can to get away from them so that I can actually get them to fight each other, which ends up working for me. I catch a few seconds of breathing room here where I'm able to buff my sword up, find the one who's actually the boss, and start beating him up. Unfortunately, Greed does get punished there as I take a couple hits. After he goes down, you'll see a brief cutscene where he buffs himself, and he's now come back as the Abyss Watcher, Lord of Cinder Edition. The fight's actually not going to change a whole lot. No other Abyss Watchers will spawn. He obviously does have fire enchanted attacks now, so if you're tanking through this fight, or if you have a shield, make sure your armor and shield does have some fire resistance to give you that little extra edge. He does have a couple new lunges and leap attacks that he will try to utilize, and you can see there he does have a nice fiery little combo. But really, it's still a standard enemy, and just treat it as such. That way you don't get that intimidation factor from bosses. It's just a standard enemy who happens to now have a fire enchanted sword. Block the hits, roll around them, capitalize on his downtime, his recovery animations when you can, and as a mage, just keep backpedaling and most of his attacks won't hit you unless he gets a good lunge off. But there you go, that's the Abyss Watchers fight. I thank you for watching, and we'll see everyone next time.